kings, queens, and fellow non-binary leaders, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be the next reaction video to the collaboration videos of the other channels who participated in the winter collaboration. I'm saying the next because just a few minutes prior I reacted to Kunimi's Bleb's video. It was a huge mistake to put that first. If you can see it somewhere in my face. God, that one hurt. Anyways, I'm hoping very much now that the next video is gonna recover my emotional state a little bit, because yeah, that one was not good after the video. Oh god, it was so beautiful. Anyways, so the next video I'm gonna react to is the one from Cody Jawa. I'm super excited for this. Many of you know it perhaps. Before I started with YouTube, Cody Jawa was an absolute idol of mine. So I was very sad when she disappeared, and then she came back, and now we're doing a collab together, and oof, excited, very much excited. So let's hope she has something more fluffy for us today, because I cannot handle more angst right now. But I also have no idea, because that was the gist of the whole challenge, so we're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it and see if we come out of this more destroyed or somehow better. And yeah, let me pull this up real quick. There we go. And let's go.
Hi again. This is the winter special collaboration video me and some other creators have been talking about. The link to all of the other collaborators' channels will be linked down below. Please make sure to check out their videos. We're all so excited to do this. Yes, also, I do not own the Heikaiolu characters, and this does not accurately represent the Heikaiolu characters. Hope you enjoy the video. It was a cold December morning. There were a few snowflakes of snow falling from the sky.
The snow. It's always the snow. Like, and now that I've already scarred me so much that always when it comes to snow now I think of that. And then Kunimi Bleb's video poured a bunch of salt into that wound. Yay. But we're focusing on this now, and we're getting better.
And it had been overcast for the past few days. Osamu and Suna were pulling into Atsumu and Sakusa's driveway, jamming out to Christmas tunes. It's gonna snow harder this afternoon. Good thing we got here in time then. In time? Rin. December 25th was 5 days ago. Yeah, but we planned on being late. You had to run your restaurant during rush times. Atsumu and Sakusa were also out of town. Exactly. The two parked the car on the driveway as they exited the car, grabbing out some wrapped up gifts from the seats behind them. Samu, Suna, Atsumu ran up to them, only in his pajamas, as Osamu shook his head. You're finally here. Yep. Can you help us bring in some gifts? Whoa. You got a lot. We went a little overboard. Yeah, you did. Shush. Don't worry, we did too. Atsumu grabbed a bag full of gifts as they all walked inside their house. No Christmas lights this year? We were so busy we forgot to hang them outside. Yeah, sorry. Sakusa was standing near the Christmas tree, which was also lacking some decorations. He had some fake pine on his shoulders. Just put up the tree? Just finished as you were pulling up. Wow. Don't worry, we'll decorate later. As per our yearly tradition. Osamu nudged Atsumu as Atsumu smiled and nodded. Yep. Should we set the gifts under the tree? Please do. Make it look festive. Sure. We'll grab ours from upstairs. Sakusa and Atsumu ran upstairs as Suna and Osamu sat their gifts down under the tree. We can't really judge. We didn't really decorate either. Yeah, but you know, since my family really didn't, I really like celebrating Christmas. I know. Sakusa and Atsumu were at the top of the stairway with tons of gifts. I'm so excited. Me too. This is the first time there hasn't been a party for Christmas. I can finally enjoy it. It's truly something, isn't it? Osamu and Suna ran over to the two as they grabbed some of their gifts and planted them under the tree. Our first Christmas. Just us. Just family. All that's left. Except for Komori. He went to Akaji's though. You would never like it there. So many relatives. Sometimes I think they just grab strangers and push them in. Yikes. I know. The four chuckled as Atsumu made his way over to the kitchen, causing the other three to look at what he was grabbing. Atsumu? Guess what I found? Samu. What? Atsumu brought out 4 gingerbread houses and placed them on the dining table. Gingerbread houses. Like we used to do with Mom and Dad. Nice. I haven't done one of these for like 4 years. Same. Isn't that when? Let's do this. I've seen these before. You stick them together with frosting and decorate them. You've never done one? I don't think so. Matoya always asked me to do these. I bet they were so pretty. I never actually did it, but Matoya didn't mind doing it
Sorry for
alone.
the messages.
Well, now you can. I'll help you, Omi. Sakusa sat down next to Atsumu as Osamu and Suna took the seats across from them. They all unpacked their houses as Suna and Sakusa smiled. Before you place the frosting, you have to taste it. Osamu took a
Bro, what do people want from me right now? Damn it. I'll look at it later. I'm so sorry if there are notification sounds in the background. I'll see if I can fix it in editing, and otherwise, I'm sorry.
out his frosting as he dripped a little on his tongue, watching the others follow after him.
Eating the
Tastes
frosting
like
is the
it will
best
glue
part.
very well. Yeah, one of the better frostings we've had. This is so intriguing. I think it's fun. Suna and Sakusa
Like, bro, I only like building gingerbread houses so that I can eat the frosting. And I don't even, like, you could have just given me the frosting. I would have been so happy.
started building their houses immediately as the twins watched them. You're so cute. Adorable. The twins moved on to their own houses,
The twins
doing
being
much
Sims
better
for
than the
their
other two,
boyfriends.
but they knew they had a lot of experience under their belts. Hey Samu? What? Atsumu threw a glob of frosting at Osamu as it landed straight on his nose, causing Osamu to frown. Not funny, Atsumu. It was a little. I disagree. What if it hit Suna or knocked over one of our houses? I can aim. I play volleyball. It could still happen. It was just a little frosting. Calm down. No. Osamu set his hand on the table, frustrated as his gingerbread box fell down and knocked over Atsumu's house. Come on, Samu. I know you're mad, but did you have to do that? I didn't mean to. And I was just getting to decorating. You're so childish. Childish? Me? No,
Both
that
of
title
you.
definitely goes to you, you petty
Both
little golden-haired
of
man
you.
child. Excuse me. I'm not petty. I was just trying to have some fun with you like olden times. Yeah, well, grow up a little. Me? Well, then why don't you try experiencing joy for once in your life? I experienced joy. Tell that to your face. Or your voice. At least I don't pout when I don't get what I want. How would anyone know? Your facial muscles haven't been used in years. Okay, calm down. Come on, guys.
Oh my.
Osamu stood up as
Stay
Atsumu
quiet.
did the same, both of them leaning over the table at each other. And yours have been used too much. You look about 10 years older every time I see you. What a child. Mew. What an egomaniac.
Okay, you have to be really creative on Osamu's side to first say that he looks 10 years older and then call him a child. I mean, like, but oh my god, I love this. This is, I want to say no sibling would ever act like that, but I have a sister, and we very much do act like that.
Not even your boyfriend can get a reaction from you. Atsu. What? Omi.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just saying the truth. More like just lying to yourself to make you feel like your argument is valid. Say it in a more monotone voice, why don't ya? You know what, Atsumu, fick off. Back at ya. Child. Expressionless. Oh.
I know that the fuck off was supposed to be censored, but like that was basically the German version of it. So
Osamu grabbed his bag as he stomped towards the door,
literally.
wanting to get away from Atsumu before he said something he would regret. I'm going for a drive. Not without me, Mr. Too Angry to Steer. Suna got up quickly,
Smart
leaving
move.
his half-finished gingerbread house on the table. Atsu. I'm going to our room to cool down. Want some cuddles? Can I have some, please? Of course. Atsumu frustratedly walked away from the table, as Sakusa followed behind him, hoping to comfort his boyfriend, leaving his gingerbread house to be incomplete.
But what about the frosting?
Osamu went
Who's
to
gonna eat
open the door as he
frosting?
felt a
I'll
strong wind hit him with huge chunks
I
of flakes
volunteer.
hitting against his skin. That's a snowstorm if I've ever seen one. Guess I'm not going for a drive. That's fine. This is a holiday for family anyways. So it's good that we can stay. Rin. Come on, let's go calm down by their fireplace. It's fake. I'm aware. Suna grabbed Osamu's hand as he dragged him towards the fireplace. Suna sat down first and then pulled Osamu in between his legs as he messed with his hair. I didn't mean it, Rin. Mean what? That Tsumu is childish. I mean he is. But I think childish is such a stupid word for acting like that.
It's so true. Like, why can't you have some, I don't know, childlike joy when you're an adult? Like, why do you have to be all serious about everything? And as soon as you actually enjoy stuff, it's suddenly childish. I mean, perhaps, well, the word is simply inaccurate because obviously adults enjoy things in the same way. Does it make sense? But then adding to that, childish is so negatively connotated, and I just hate it as someone who is very childish regarding to this. So, I mean, like, I guess there are two different kinds. Like, you can say someone's childish when they're acting really petty. And then, in that case, the negative connotation makes sense because it simply also means immature that you would act that way. But childish is also used when you're just really excited about a hobby or, well, me as an ADHD person, sometimes I get all these hyperactive and express my joy like Bokutsu. And then people will also say that's childish, and there is still this negative connotation, even though I don't think it's justified in that moment. So true here, right here. We need a better word for that.
Why would you use it? He used it first, so I just fired back. He isn't childish for going through life with wonder, or
Exactly.
smiling and laughing at anything and everything he can. And he wasn't childish for throwing that frosting. He kinda was. He wasn't. He was doing something our dad always used to do to us when making gingerbread houses together. Suna looked at Osamu sadly. He wanted to create a new memory and I picked it up. Mew, you didn't.
I'm sorry. I can't. This is literally the German word for fuck. So, like...
I wasn't even really mad at him. Atsumu? Yeah, the whole thing reminded me that Atsumu and I haven't actually been together like this in a while. I missed his antics. I was mad at the fact that we seem so distant from each other these days. I'm so sorry, Mew. Suna hugged his boyfriend tighter as they both stared into the glow of the fake fireplace, enchanted by the dancing flames. Atsumu and Sakusa were cuddling on their bed, Atsumu lying on Sakusa's chest as they stared at the Christmas lights they had hung up around their room. I'm a jerk. Don't say that. I didn't mean anything I said down there and yet somehow I said all of it. That's called not thinking before acting. Yeah,
Exactly.
something my childish self needs to work on. Stop. Don't be mean to yourself. You know Osamu is always so happy. I know. Yeah, it's like life is just like making a nigiri for him. It comes naturally. I doubt it. He just probably doesn't let much bother him. It won't change anything to worry. I'm aware. I feel awful Omi. Atsumu moved his face closer to Sakusa and Sakusa rubbed Atsumu's back. I don't want him to think I hate him. He would never. I was just trying to have fun with him like we used to. Used to? Yeah, my dad, when we were making gingerbread houses would always grab frosting with his fingers and smear it on mine and Osamu's face. We would always cringe away as my mom would come in with a towel to wipe it off. I wanted him to remember how much fun it was back when we were together. Are you feeling separated? Very separated from my own twin. Can you imagine? No, but I don't need to. All I need to know is that it's painful to you. Sakusa rubbed Atsumu's back a little longer as he decided to go and check on the storm. We don't want to get snowed in, do we? No. I'm going to go check out through the big window. Okay. Sakusa got up as he left the room. Atsumu got up and opened up the blinds from his window and stared outside. Suna had also decided to see how deep the snow was getting, so he decided to go use the big window. Just stay by the fire and figure out how to make up with Tsumu. I will. Suna nodded as he headed upstairs. Osamu moved himself onto the couch as he watched the snow fall out the window right next to the fireplace. Suna and Sakusa arrived at the window around the same time as they smiled awkwardly. Strange timing. I know. Sorry about earlier. I don't really agree with Mew, but I will always be by his side when he's upset. Same. Sorry. I knew Atsu wanted comfort, so I went to go comfort him since even if he may be wrong, he doesn't deserve to suffer alone. I get it. The two turned away from the window as they shrugged. This reminds me of my relatives always fighting. Fun times. I never experienced a Christmas like this. Even 5 days later? Especially 5 days later. You never had relatives over? No, we barely had ourselves over. Suna leaned against a wall as he smiled woefully. At my house, Christmas barely existed. No decorations. No music. No movies. The only present I would get each year was payment for volleyball. Really?
That
Yeah,
seems cold.
like I would actually get a wrapped box with a check inside for all your volleyball crap. Suna
is
made air
really
quotes as he
cold.
chuckled. Damn.
Like, I get to say that it's sad if you don't celebrate Christmas doesn't quite cut it, because obviously not everybody celebrates Christmas for various different reasons, and some celebrate other holidays. But that is just crappy. Like, this is just cold towards your child. Like, no.
It was normal. Before
like
that,
Suna's
I think
family.
all I got was a free meal from a fast food restaurant. I guess that's a bump up from fast food. Yeah,
Jeez.
I was so excited for this Christmas. Our Christmas. First time our schedules have ever worked out. Huh. Yeah, me too. Oh, Christmas with my family was always so hectic. Lot of relatives? A few. Nothing like Akaji, but enough to fill up the living room. I hated it. I never liked crowds, and to be trapped in a room with sickly sweet people is torture. I could see
Feels so
that.
cold out
So
right
I would
now.
hide upstairs. I didn't want to talk, and they rarely wanted to talk to me. What about Komori?
Again.
He got dragged into socializing since he was the best guy at the party. Geez. That's not even the worst part. No? Every single present I've ever received from a family member has been something to do with cleaning or masks or gloves. Even your parents? No. They got me $100 to do whatever I wanted
I don't
with.
like Sakusa
But you were a
family
kid.
either.
I know. But because I wanted to maintain my health, that's all I got. Crappy family Christmases alliance? Alliance. Sakusa and Suna chuckled. Better get our Christmas back on track.
Like, just to clarify, my family is great, and we do have nice Christmas celebrations. I just don't like the crowds. And when we all gather for Christmas, I usually, stay for the appropriate time, and then I'm out of there because sensory issues and stuff. So, great family, but I share Sakusa's opinion towards crowds and people and crowded rooms. Not my thing.
Yeah. The snow stopped. The snow stopped. Sakusa and Suna immediately turned towards the window behind them as they saw no flakes falling from the sky. I
the
doubt it's
twins.
over. Nice for it to stop for a second. Sledding. Let's go sledding. Those two were in a fight, right? Yes.
Not at
Tsumu?
siblings.
What? You still have our sleds? Atsumu ran down the stairs smiling as he was carrying two sled with him. What do you think? Nice. Wait. What's wrong, Omi? Aren't you too mad? Yeah. But sledding. The twins smiled as they rushed out of
It
the
is
house and were
sledding,
immediately
okay?
met with a chilly
That's
breeze
just-
hitting them. But a
yes.
nice warm light hit their faces, negating the wind's effects. Wow. Even the sun came out. Let's go before the snow starts up again. If it acts up again. Whatever, hurry up. The two ran behind the house where a hill was and raced up the hill to get to the top of it, smiling widely as they yelled at each other. Suna and Sakusa walked outside and watched the twins. They're so strange. Yeah, I can imagine going to school with them. Horrifying. Truly. But to be fair, I live with one. And I live with the other. Sucks. For you. Suna and Sakusa smiled at each other as they approached the twins. What are you doing? Mew. Sledding. Why? Because we can when the snow stops. And you just keep sleds with you? They were our parents, but they aren't getting much use out of the dead. Yeah. Atsumu and Osamu approached their boyfriends
So they
as they
really
handed
are
them
dead.
each a sled. Family tradition. No matter who is fighting, if there is a fight, when the snow clears up, you go sledding as a family. The fight can restart once the snow does. That's nice. Your parents were really good at dealing with you too.
God.
It's weird that they aren't here sometimes. But we'll keep their traditions alive. For now though, Rin, why don't you go try sledding? You too, Omi. I don't really think I'd like it. Have you tried it? No. Then try it once and then see. I think you'll like it. Sakusa sighed as he took the sled and started marching up the hill, Suna close behind him. So I just sit on it and push myself down. Until it starts moving on its own. You got this, Rin. I know I do. Suna smirked over to Sakusa as Sakusa realized that Suna was challenging him to a race.
Really sad.
You're on. Ready.
Sledding.
Set. Go. Sakusa and Suna pushed themselves off the top of the hill as they rushed down the snow as fast as possible. Woo! Ah! The two slid to the bottom of the hill and stopped right in front of the twins as they smiled down at their boyfriends. Fun, right? You won, Rin. Exhilarating. I know. I knew I would. Osamu and Atsumu helped their boyfriends up as they noticed the clouds start to cover up the sun again, as a few flakes of snow fell down. Dang, I wanted to go again. You'll have more chances. Trust me. Come on, let's head in. No one wants to be colder than necessary. The four made their way back inside, Suna and Sakusa fully expecting Osamu and Atsumu to make up. Dot. 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 Sakusa pulled Atsumu to the side as Suna whispered in Osamu's ear. Now's the time to make up. Mew. You're both in good moods. This fight has to stop. Atsu. Go tell him your side of the story. Not until he apologizes. Not until he apologizes. Apologize?
So
Osamu
true.
whipped his head towards Atsumu. For what? For crushing my house and ruining the mood. T-Hat was your own doing, and the box fell on its own. Sure. Like I'd believe that. Enough. You two are impossible. Atsumu and Osamu immediately shut up as Sakusa and Suna shook their heads. We have been trying to comfort you all day. Going along to make sure you're okay. But seriously? That was 30 minutes of not fighting or ignoring each other. And you still can't make up. The twins frowned and looked at their boyfriends. This is so stupid. So stupid. You both are selfish little brats. Can't even communicate well on a holiday that usually requires it. I can't believe I was genuinely excited to do this. I should have known it wouldn't go as planned. Omi. My first real Christmas with people that I care about deeply. Ruined. Just like all the others. Rin, I'm sorry. Suna shook his head as he walked sadly up the stairs into the guest room. Not far behind him was Sakusa walking into his own bedroom. Dot. Dot. We're jerks. We've only been thinking about ourselves. Our traditions. We should have been sharing it. Osamu looked around as he thought about something. Maybe we still can. But before we do anything. No. I'm sorry. So am I. I got worried. We haven't seen each other in months and we barely text. I'm not ready to lose you two. Me neither. You're the only family I have left. I'm not, though. We were thinking we were alone. But we had two amazing people looking over us.
Oh,
We have a
stop,
family.
that's too cute.
And we messed that up. So what's the plan, Samu? We show them a Christmas that they'll never forget. For all the best reasons. Atsumu smiled and nodded as he and Osamu finally started working together. An hour later. Suna had finally calmed down and was ready to deal with the twins again. So he decided to leave the bedroom. Sakusa had a similar idea as they exited their rooms at the same time. Great minds think alike. You ready to deal with more of their fight? As ready as ever. The two turned to walk down the stairs as they noticed there was a warm glowing coming from downstairs.
Damn,
Something about
dating
it
a
called them
Mia twin
down.
causes you to
They're
join a
coming.
hive mind.
Right. Suna and Sakusa looked down curiously as they continued to make it down. I'm worried. Me too. They made their way to a spot where they could see the full living room and gasped. The twins had decorated the tree with garland and ornaments. There was a Christmas village set up on the coffee table, and the fireplace was burning. The thing that caught both of them off guard was their gingerbread houses were at the top of the fireplace, still incomplete but looking beautiful. You too? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. 5 days later. But merry nonetheless. Sakusa and Suna finished walking down the stairs as their boyfriends ran up to them and wrapped them in their embrace. I'm really sorry you two. Yeah, sometimes we forget to leave our little world. But we wanted to make it up to you. This looks amazing. It's so welcoming. Well, it's for you. So that was the idea. Suna and Sakusa smiled even wider as they pulled their boyfriends into a tighter hug. Wait. We still have gifts to give you. Oh, time for presents. Well, yes. But first these. Atsumu and Osamu walked over to the couch as they pulled out 2 gifts, wrapped beautifully with golden bows on top of them. Here. Osamu handed Suna the gift. Thanks, Mew. Sure. Suna unwrapped the gift as he noticed it was a photo album. Ha. I know you didn't get any gifts that had thought behind them when younger, and I. Suna flipped open the first page as he saw a picture of their first time meeting, a bit of writing underneath seemingly written by Osamu. The first day we met, our freshman year. When I met you I was so surprised. We had heard about you, but in person you were even better and cooler. Atsumu was just as shocked, but more about your skill than your looks and personality. I'm really glad you went to Inarizaki. Ah. Suna smiled as Osamu smiled back at him. I found photos from a lot of our important events. Thanks to Atsumu and access to your saved data. Did you write personal notes on everyone? Suna flipped through it and smiled looking at all the notes. Yeah. That's really sweet of you. I just wanted you to have a gift with thought behind it. This is the best gift I've ever got. Suna hugged Osamu, still looking at his photo album in amazement that he had someone who cared so much about him. I'm really happy. I'm so glad you like it. Yeah. Stop being so mushy. Atsumu waved them to be quiet as he handed Sakusa a gift. This might make no sense, but I remember you telling me something that made me think of this. Okay. Sakusa unwrapped the gift hesitantly as he noticed an action figure from a TV show he loved as a child. Is this? Yeah. Really? It's actually the same type that aired on commercials. No way. Sakusa smiled widely as he took it out of the wrapping and held it up, looking at it excitedly. You like it? I love it. I always wanted one of these when I was younger. Yet I remembered something about you not getting any real gifts when you were a child. I can't believe you remembered this. Of course. I listen to you when you talk. Clearly. Sakusa set down the figurine gently as he pulled Atsumu into a tight hug. Thank you so much. Of course. You deserve a good Christmas. You both do. Atsumu looked over to Suna. Our family. We are really sorry we fought. Yeah, we didn't mean to ruin our Christmas. We hope we can still salvage it. Of course. And this was the best way to restart it. I agree. Shall we continue with the presents? Yeah. You have to see what I got you, Atsumu. Me? Yeah, I found this cool shop that makes custom volleyballs. Suna held up a bag which Atsumu took right away as he pulled out a colorful volleyball. Are these
So cool.
the team colors of every team you've been on? Yeah.
This is amazing.
You're awesome. I know. Atsumu pulled Suna into a hug as Sakusa and Osamu smiled. Thanks for letting us in. You guys have been in for years. We have been thinking of you two as family ever since you stuck with us after our parents. Really? That long? Of course. Now let's go celebrate with the others, or else we won't get anything. Sakusa and Osamu approached Atsumu and Suna as they all started unwrapping their own gifts. Unbeknownst to anyone in the room, the storm outside had finally ended, leaving only the warm sun left to melt the snow that had built up. Fin. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will be the Mets part of the prank series.
So
Please tell us if you'd like another collaboration from us again.
Yes,
We would
tell
love
us
to
if
know
you
your
want to, and we
opinions.
want to, definitely.
Exciting news. I have a TikTok. I do fun little videos drawing the Hey Kyoto Next Generation and
They
Hey
are
Kyoto
really
ships.
fun. I
So
like
if
them.
you'd like to see those, the link is in the description below. I have a Discord
By the way,
server.
I also
You
have a
can join
TikTok.
with the link in the description below. Also, I have an Instagram if you'd like to follow.
just
There is a
promote
link in the
others.
description below. I usually just post random pictures I draw or pictures from my videos. If you'd like to support me, and maybe buy me a coffee to keep me awake for my late night editing sessions, there is a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for your support.
Hello?
Oh, wait, there's already the next one. Okay, first, let's get some conclusion done here for Cody Jawas. I loved it. It was so cute. Oh my god. Like, first of all, thank you for having an accurate representation of siblings. There's always this joking around when writers who do not have siblings write siblings and they greet each other like, hey sis, hey bro, and you're just like, nah, not how siblings act at all. Putting that aside for a second, I loved it. It was really, really cute. I could see the different themes in the story, like sledding and the apricity. Those were perhaps the ones I could talk. I saw immediately, and it was great. It was really great. I don't really have much more to say, except for I liked that. It was funny. Thank you for participating, and to all you guys who are watching, as Cody Java said so perfectly, tell us if you want another reaction collaboration, and of what kind. If you have ideas, we would love to hear them, and we would love to work more together. At least I definitely would. Don't know about the others, but so far I haven't heard nothing negative. We'll see. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm a bit of a mess right now, but yeah, this was definitely good after the first one. Still sad about that one. But aside from that, it was great. Thank you all for watching. Bye!
Through the fields of our paths, feelings part our ways, keeping us close but estranged now. Dreams holding us closer, meadows of our youth, 107